Tonight, chaos and collapse, the fall of our great Roman Empire. Good evening. This is the CBS, Caesarean Broadcast Station, News with Serena Mooney. Hello everyone. The date is 476 CE. Tonight, we have breaking news from the capital of the Western Roman Empire, Rome. Earlier today, Romulus, the emperor of the western half of the empire, has officially been overthrown. Recently, as we have been reporting, we have been invaded by several nomadic tribes, such as the Visigoths, Vandals, Angles, Saxons, Franks, Ostrogoths, and Lombards. CBS News has been told that one of these Germanic tribes has successfully taken the throne. Odoacer is now the first barbarian to rule Rome. I'll now turn it over to Sarah Stone, our foreign news correspondent, who speaks with a barbarian soldier tonight. Good evening, Sarah.
Good evening, Serena. I'm now joining Godfrey, a barbarian soldier.
Hello.
So, why did you invade Rome, and how do you think this will help you?
We, as a group of barbarians, we have decided that we are invading Rome because they have taken over our land and they've changed the political system. And we have decided that we will continue to fight them until we know that we have our freedom. They may take our land, our goods, and our money, but we will continue to fight until we have our freedom.
So, how do you think you can take over a massive empire when your own tribe is small in both numbers and resources?
We hit the capital in its heart. We have grown in size by 20 people, and that their military is relatively smaller. And our land is to a great advantage to us, and their first generation soldiers are new and they have less experience than ours, and we have more passion in our swords and more heart than these Romans have, and that's something that really will affect them in the long run.
So, how do you feel about Odoacer taking over the throne of Rome?
I'm so proud. Odoacer is the first barbarian to take over Rome, and I feel like that's a great advantage to us. I mean, knowing that we have somebody on our side in undercover, basically taking over and has the power. So, thank you, and I would very much appreciate it.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight.
Glory for Rome!
Live coverage of the barbarian and Roman fights.
Huzzah!
Wow, what great coverage. Thank you, Sarah. Now, many of us are unaware exactly what caused our strong and powerful empire to come to this fate. Here with us today to speak about it is a Roman soldier that served under Emperor Romulus. Good evening, Connor.
Good evening, Sarah.
So we know that there are several factors that led to the unfortunate collapse of the Roman Empire over several centuries. What do you think was the most significant factor?
Well, Serena, personally, with me being a soldier and all, I do blame the invasion of nomadic Germanic tribes. Well, they invaded us because our empire got too big and too threatful to them, and it just got too big to control, to be honest. We did not have enough defenses against the several enemies that have attacked us for centuries.
I agree with that. What do you think? What do you think about the separation of the several states into smaller states from the large empire?
Well, for the people that do separate, me personally, don't tell anyone I told you this, but good on them, because our empire is too big as it is right now. We need small branches off. We need city-states as the Greeks had before, which, and many people say, we based our civilization off of. So the Greeks lasted for a while. They put up with Persians and us when we came around. So I think Rome should follow in that footsteps. But our empire is just way too big, personally. We're too late. As a matter of fact, we're pretty much too late to restore. The invaders have already done the damage, and the city states, or that's what I call them, they haven't really organized as they should. I mean, they should separate a little bit here and now, but they should know how to do it. So.
Yeah, well, we can keep that between you and me and the entire Western Roman Empire. So, of course, as we know, many of the higher class patricians decided to focus more on luxury rather than politics like they did before, which eventually led to corruption. How do you feel about the economic perspective that led to the downfall of our empire?
Well, with me being a soldier, I don't get paid too much. I get paid more than any other soldier in any other empire, as we know currently, because the Roman soldiers are pretty decked with their paychecks. But the leaders and the emperors, rulers, the barrack leaders, they get, I think they get paid way too much for doing as little as they do. It's not fair to everyone else, especially the plebeians. They do need more money. I'm not saying we need an equal state of money and distribution of wealth amongst the city-states and empire itself, including the Eastern, but I do think there needs to be some raises in the paychecks of everyone in the empire, and lower the taxes, because that tax money, we are not using it properly. I can tell with the armor and the resources we're getting to fight these wars, we just can't do it. It's getting too hefty on our part to take care of the part of old swords and armors used by our grandfathers. We're running low, I should say. People are separating, dividing. Taxes are too high. Rebellions are happening. The Germanic tribes, they don't like us. They think we're extortionizing. As a soldier, I don't know, really, my vernacular is off, but it's just, they tried to stabilize it. They tried to stabilize the economy by reducing inflation and dampening it, but it failed.
Yeah, I remember Emperor Diocletian in 284 CE.
Yeah, and I mean, it was good when it happened, but it's why we're bankrupt today. This also leads to the split of the East and West, because the distribution of wealth was too uneven, and the West split up by because of the taxes and many other reasons. And the capitals, the taxes set to the capitals, I'm speechless, honestly. I'm just reflecting on my career, and it's all coming to an end now. It's kind of just hit me. So.
Wow. Well, yeah, I agree. Emperor Constantine, he contributed a lot to the decay of our empire. And I think that we can all agree that all of these different factors, from political to economical to even the social hierarchy, tie into the fall of our empire. So thank you so much for being here with us today, Connor, and good luck back on the front.
Thank you for how long it might last.
Of course, we don't know what will happen next. The new ruler, Odo Sayer, has yet to make a public announcement on what will become the once great Roman Empire. Stay tuned for tomorrow's broadcast and more information. Thank you, and have a good night.